You have heard of FMCG, but have you heard of FMEG? That's fast moving electrical good. Havells is what we're going to talk about today, and that's exactly what they do. Havells is a leading power distribution equipment manufacturer for domestic applications, commercial, as well as industrial applications. So before we get into the financials, like always, let's talk about their business segments. The first segment is switchgear, and the needs, of switchgear is continuously evolving because safety is always evolving in Indian markets and abroad too. The second business segment are cables. Now, cables is something every industry needs. And as an investor, all you should know is that Havells is a leader in providing cables for the industry. Havells also has a lighting and fixture business, which means they're into everything electrical, including the fixture itself. Now, the reason I said in the beginning that this is a well-diversified company comes to this point. They have electrical consumer durables as well. Havells also has an air conditioning business and other consumable business via an M&A called Lloyd. So I'm sure you've heard of this brand. They actually bought this company to enter into the refrigeration market, washing machines, and even air conditioners. Now, what they really bought was the expertise, the quality, and the brand name to enter this segment and hopefully make it grow. One interesting opportunity is that the ban on ACs importing from China is something Lloyd can actually exploit because now they can manufacture in India and fill that gap that was being filled with the import of Chinese-made air conditioners. So anything that connects to an electrical port is something Havells wants to manufacture. In fact, even the port itself, the lines and cables connecting, even the distribution network and the switchgear is something Havells builds. Before we talk about how Havells works, I promise this will blow your mind because this research is crazy. But before we do that, I need your help. Can you go to learnup.com and check out the learning map or the all courses page and tell me 2 courses that you found interesting? I'm just curious to know what people out there want to learn. And based on this, we'll be able to create more content on YouTube and maybe even a lot more premium courses. So if you can do this and put it in the comment, it'll be really, really helpful. Just select 2 courses you found to be interesting. Now we're going to talk about the industry overview. The entire industry is actually completely unorganized, which means most people actually use the unorganized section. Normal shops which hold electrical wires, etc., are sold. Now, these unbranded companies form a large part of the market, but recently due to COVID, the organized players are actually doing much better. This shift from unorganized to organized just got accelerated. So when COVID happened, a lot of these unorganized players didn't have cash, distribution, even money to sustain during that time. But corporate players like Havells did. And they were able to leverage their extensive network across the country and actually do well during this time. And once consumers move from unorganized to a branded player, a lot of them tend to stick because they think it's safer to stick with an electrical good with a branded player versus an unbranded unknown player. Another connection for FMEG is the RERA project and the government's push for infrastructure. So when the government pushes and infuses money to create buildings, etc., and infrastructure, what do you think is in demand? Basically, power wires and cables, which is supplied by Havells and its peers. And what really spurs this is the low interest regime India has when you go and buy a residential property or even a commercial property. Again, if that increases demand, it also increases demand for power cables, which Havells provides. So what are the growth drivers of the company? We have 3 here. The first one is the government's push to actually make India Atmanirbhar. So the government has incentivized manufacturing units like Havells through a production-linked incentive program, which basically means the more you produce in India, the more the government will incentivize you. Now, this is good from Havells' perspective because a company like Havells and the government is now aligned. The second growth driver is just the work from home culture. Think about all the products that people working from home would like to buy, since they're spending almost all of their time at home now. So you might want to think, if you bought a Havells product or a competitor to Havells ka product over the last 1 year, maybe that's a good growth driver as well. And finally, we have the number of patents that they filed. In total, it's about 686, but in the last 1 year, they filed 133 patents. Now, generally, this is seen as a good thing because the company is focusing on the future through innovation in manufacturing, and they're trying to protect it via patents. So what are the growth strategies of Havells? I find this really interesting, not only from an investing point of view, but also from like an entrepreneurship point of view. When you have a large business, what are the few decisions that the management takes to actually push the business to new heights? So the first one is a small dealer activation. This is pretty interesting. The ops team basically figures out small dealers in areas and then guesses which of these dealers will be able to grow the fastest and the most. And they provide support to these small businesses, which could be financial or other soft incentives, to get them to a certain point. Now, this is good for the ecosystem and the company as well. So this is pretty interesting. Now, when you imagine a manufacturing unit, you imagine one person going to each of these small distributors, taking an order, figuring out what they want, going back to the manufacturing unit and making the supply. But Havells is different. Because of COVID, they're actually taking almost 96% of the orders from vendors digitally through their apps called Havells M Connect, which is a mobile app, and their dealer portal. Then they have this e-commerce strategy. So they have a website where consumers like you and me can actually place orders for consumer goods. They also sell it through other platforms like Flipkart or Amazon, etc. And finally, we have financials. So we can see that the growth in sales is 10.77%. The positive thing is that although the sales growth continued, the operating margins actually improved. So usually that doesn't happen, but in this case, they actually pulled it off. This is a good thing. However, we can see that COVID did impact cash flow because the borrowings did increase. And the debt to equity ratio, despite that increase in borrowing, is still only 0.1%. So I would say in the debt side, they have no debt. It's very, very low. And then we can see that the ROCE is 29% and the ROE is 21%. This is really decent. And for a business such as theirs, it's actually pretty nice. So now let's talk about the notes from the quarterly results, because they just came out. I thought you will find it interesting. The first is that sales saw a 90% increase. This is good in any book. I mean, a 90% increase in sales is fantastic. However, like we discussed, margins actually took a hit. And the high inflation that India is experiencing right now, which is in double digits, is actually showing its weight here in the margins. We can also see that in revenue segment wise, like this, all the segments have a 50% growth. This is very, very good, which means that the management chose what sections to actually grow in, and it's actually happening. So vision and execution is actually working in this case. However, on a quarter-on-quarter basis, the performance was not that great. It was pretty weak, mainly because the second wave impacted the business, but it seems to be a short-term nature of things. What do you think? If we look at the shareholding pattern, we can see that the promoters hold a 60% stake and there is zero promoter pledge, which is a good thing. They're able to manage their cash efficiently. And the FIIs, DIIs hold more than 30% stake, which is also considered to be a good thing. Then we have peer comparison. This is going to be pretty fast. You have a low PE of Havells as compared to the other peer group. We can see that it has the highest ROE. To me, this is a really good metric. I think ROE really captures business efficiency pretty well. And then we have high net sales and high net profit generation amongst the peers, which is also good. So even if you compare, then this company seems to be doing pretty well. The future prospects are interesting as well. They have a strong focus on research and development. They even have invested in things like voice assistants and artificial intelligence and things like Internet of Things.
फैन को थोड़ी ना सुनाई देता है. Please switch on the fan.
We talked about this when we did the Asian Paints video here, that large companies have to focus on R&D because the normal growth drivers are not affected because they are the market, right? And only opening up new markets can actually unlock new potential. Now, since market moves in cycles, we know that real estate and construction has not been doing so well. If you think that the future in India of real estate and construction is going to increase, then if that happens, Havells will surely benefit. Now, because Havells is actually operating under ESG parameters, it's becoming a favorite for ESG investors. So if you think ESG is something that investors like and put money in and is where the future is, because lately ESG funds have increased a lot, then Havells is a good pick because of that as well. Now, the next step is on you. I need you to go to learnup.com, check out all the courses, and figure out 2 courses you found interesting. Remember, the first lesson is free. This will help us research on what interests you, and I can understand you a little better. Once you find that, put it in the comments below. I promise I read every single comment, and this will really, really help. If you found this interesting, check out these 2 videos here, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.